I'm still sipping away at yesterday's coffee. It actually tastes pretty good. Kind of tastes like, I don't know, kind of chocolatey. Yeah, who says you can't drink 24-hour-old coffee, right? Anyway, came downstairs this morning and I'm thinking, today I'm going to start sanding. You know, I'll put it all back together, and then I realized, how do we get the batteries in? Well, obviously, we can't take 8 screws out every time we want to change the batteries. So we've got to have an access hole here. Now, the access hole is not going to have a little door on it. I'm just going to leave it open. And the reason being is because in all likelihood, I'll probably have it held out from the wall a little bit with these little pads, something like that. And the reason being is so that the sound from the speaker can come out. So it'll come out the hole and then ooze out the sides, if you know what I mean. Otherwise it's going to be a little bit on the muffled side, and I find that with these electronic chiming movements, to get the batteries to last a long time, or longer anyway, is to have the volume turned down as low as it will go. That's been my experience. Now, I won't be putting these batteries in this clock when I give it away. I'll be putting, you know, high quality alkaline batteries in. I think I got some Everreadys or something. Maybe they're Duracells, I can't remember. Anyway, I got 2 brand new ones that I'm going to be sticking in. Once again, I'm telling you more than you need to know here. So, got to figure out exactly now where am I going to have the hole here. And these little pads, in case somebody's interested, they are 3/16 of an inch thick. So they will hold the clock out 3/16 of an inch from the wall, which will be a good thing because there's going to be a little fastener at the top here to hang the thing on a nail. I had thought, and maybe I could drill a hole, you know, at the top, probably like a 3/4 inch hole, have it angled a little bit so that you hook it on a nail, but I thought, no, that's not a very good idea. It's a lot easier if you have a little fastener at the top. You can see exactly where it is when you go to hang it up. There's probably been a lot of people damaged their clocks by thinking it was hung up properly and they let go and it fell. I got a feeling that maybe what happened to the clock that is directly behind the camera up there, the one that you hear ticking. Yeah. So, it shouldn't be rocket science here. I just find out how far down from the top I have to have it. You know, the hole from the top, and how wide does the hole have to be, and how deep it has to be, so that you can easily get the batteries in or out. And by the way, if the winner of this clock is watching, both of these batteries, in case I forget to mention it, they both go the same way. It's not like one goes one way and the other goes the other. They both go the same way, and that's with the positive down. Okay, but that's pretty obvious. You can see it in the way this thing is designed. And the hole, it has to be long enough this way to be able to operate the settings. You know, to change the different type of gong that you want, or melody. And then there's a switch over here, and the volume control is over here. So, anyhow, once again, I'm telling you more than you need to know right now. So, let's figure this out. Where's a pencil and a paper? Well, here's a pencil, and I'll have a piece of paper somewhere, and I'll take some measurements and make the hole, and that's pretty much going to be today, I'm afraid. Okay, I'm just thinking here. Why do I need a piece of paper? I'll just transfer my measurements directly onto this. You know, from here to here, and then go from here to here, the same amount, you know. Alright, now, how much of a hole do I need there? I think if okay, I'll probably have it as wide as from here to here, but do I need to have it go all the way up to the top? It maybe could be 1/4 of an inch. You be able to slip the battery in a hole like that? I don't see why not. That should work. Okay, so I make it 3 1/4. My caliper here doesn't extend far enough to go from the top here down as far as I need. So I went to this shelf where I keep my tape measures, and on that shelf I have this one, and I have another one which is almost like new and it's a lot better. But I chose this one. The reason being is I've had it for about 50 years, maybe longer, because I bought it when I was living at home with my parents. And I can remember putting my name on it. In fact, I've got my name like this, I think, on one of my original squares. Might even be on a saw. So I got kind of curious, are those little labels still stuck on the tools? And I checked. Sure enough, the square and the saw still has it. However, I remember my favorite hammer when it fell off. I felt kind of bad about it. Anyway, yeah, it's kind of funny. I sort of like to use stuff for nostalgia's sake. So, what do we got here? I'm going to want to be able to get at this switch, and the volume control. This button is not important. So we're looking at, what do we got here? 6 1/2? Yeah, I think if I bring it down, 6 1/2. And also, we're going to want to be able to see when the pendulum rod fastens on the stem here. So let's see, let's move this up here and pretend it was up. Can you see that? Yeah, you can sort of see where it hooks on there. Well, maybe it should be just a little lower. I think that's probably pretty good. Okay, once again I'm adjusted so my drill press won't go down too far, and it should just pass out the other side. In other words, I'm just going to eyeball it here. Now, those Brad Point bits, you remember me talking about them before. I want to show you something here. I'm going to flip this over. And look at how nice and clean that came out the other side. Well, pretty clean. Tiny little bit of tear out there, but maybe on this one I went too fast. Well, can you believe it? It's after 2 in the afternoon already. Alright, so I want to use my table saw here. Make sure that this is that way of this. I'm going to use my jigsaw. Obviously the bandsaw won't work on this. Yeah, I think that should be alright. Rig up some sort of dust collection here. Now I'll bet you already know what's coming. That's right. Thanks for watching, and all being well, we'll see you down here tomorrow. You too, Jackson.